Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Newbie tutorial series for version 2.7 of the game. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 18. It's the year 2391. This is what the galaxy looks like right now. We're embroiled in a war with all these red people over here who don't hate us, but we're winning. It's our federation. We didn't start the war as far as I can remember. And we've pushed the war exhaustion to 100%, so we're just waiting for somebody. Only the main attacker or defender can send offers, so we're just kind of waiting for that to happen. In the meantime, we're going about our business of making our empire more awesome. That's it. And this is a refinery world over here, and there's plenty of refinery slots here for jobs. So commercial zones, and then let's get one of every kind of refinery on here to start. Oh, and there's gas extraction wells. So, oh yeah, use those instead. Oh, those are so good. They're good because they require a lot less maintenance. This planet is a minerals, foods, research world, and we don't have research on it yet. We also don't have an autochthon monument, so let's get that on there first. These guys are just sitting there, and it's like, well, what do you want to do with them? Well, let's go up there and kill those guys. Resource output from workers and slaves increased by 5% or governor level cap. I'm definitely going to take resources. 5%, it's small, but hey. Yeah, we're just waiting for the main attacker and defender to call an end to this thing. Actually, what do we want to do with these guys? Do you want to move them all the way in there? Can you get them all the way in there? I don't think that matters. Let's send you home, actually. I'm going to upgrade one of those fleets. This guy over here is going to get the job done right there. That's a fleet of 29,000, so that'll be a pretty... And there's a fleet of 21,000 over there. If he goes in here and starts crunching on these guys, you might see this war finally come to an end. Protest says, I have unemployment. And I say, well, you're going to need housing as well, so let's build you some cities and give you some clerk jobs. Damia is not going to have enough housing for all of this when it gets upgraded, so let's start by giving them luxury residence there and then upgrade one of their research buildings. Habi has a slot. Let's give it some crystals. Or we can give it another stronghold, actually. Crystals. It's the thing we're most low on. See, we just went down to 0 per month again. Research. We're into the repeatables for everything, so I tend to keep these 3. Energy weapon damage, shields, and attack speed all kind of on the level. That's usually my focus. These guys, 72.8k. They can go over here and crunch that. And there's a bunch more
shipwreck study. Fascinating.
Research to do. Let me see. What is one of my research guys that were doing nothing? There's a science ship I know that's doing nothing. So let's send it up here and tell it research that project and research that project. Get them over there, research these projects. This shipyard. This is curious. Oh, these must be news stations that are not mine yet. Not officially mine. Here we go. This is going to be... It's a deal. Gain access to the Ministry... Oh, I love this one. So this is new. We gain access to the Ministry of Culture with the following Empire effects. Culture works your jobs in Unity from jobs plus in the Ministry of Culture. Ooh. New type of architecture. Yes. Cost us 2,000. Oh, look at them. So the Ministry of Culture, which we could go put like on our homeworld here. Let's replace one of those. Ministry of Culture. Right there. Planet limit 1. Boom. Let's do that. Let's upgrade that. And then let's go to these decisions down here and say send artifacts. You guys are about to roll in here on these dudes. They have a lot of little fleets, nothing major. So come on in here. Oh geez. We're really rolling, aren't we? Okay, let's buy some stuff. And let's sell some stuff. Alright. One of the things I wanted to do here is when this war comes on, Control F9 will remove your HUD. And so makes it a little more fun to watch the wars. You can still move everything around. I've done this before for taking screenshots for some of my tutorial videos, but I forgot it. Look at that. Oh, that's a mess. Wow. That's pretty cool, though. My goodness, the swarm. 64K. Oh, you guys are just holy terrors. Okay. Well.
Research concluded.
I wish this was my war. Defensive platform damage. It's a nice one to grab. Yeah, I wish we were actually going to get some of this out of here, but oh, and then yes, extend our contract for research speed. Let's see, how's our megastructure things going down here? We were building, this is a megastructure, yep, there's the megastructure shipyard site. So get that up to its next stage. The Dyson sphere is how far along? 1400 days. Okay, and do we still have all of our edicts on for that stuff? Yeah. Forge subsidies, metallurgist output. Artisan
Research
output.
concluded.
Extended shifts. Oh wow. Research concluded. Starbase capacity +1. Oh, fleet command limit. I want to keep grabbing those. That's the most pressing thing. What's going on right now? Enable council veto power. Okay. It's going to take a long time for that. Titan, which I said I was going to put research on, so it's about time we start. Should be doing that. Research up to 5K. What are we going to do with the rest of this planet? It's got a galactic stock exchange. It's got the Ministry of Protection. It's got the food processing center. I think it's... Oh, if it has any gas extraction wells, if it has any other things on it that are special like that. So I like to always check. And then it doesn't. So let's put the last... It's going to need housing, isn't it? Yep. Look, we're not going to have enough. So, luxury residence. And then we'll upgrade that. Relic World has 1 unemployed pops, and the best thing to do would be to move them to the Ecumenopolis. The Ecumenopolis, speaking of that, is probably going to need it. All it's got now is a bunch of clerk jobs. We should start getting it some more metallurgist jobs. Let's take a look at... These are all of these debris. You can always turn these on to track on the map. I'm not sure why the game doesn't choose to turn them on by default. I kind of wish there was a setting that you could say do it. When you click on a science ship, of course, you can see them all, but there's an ancient tomb. Where is that at? That's right there? Oh, jeez. Well, we need to get somebody working on that. Come over here. Excavate this site. And then this... Delve deeper into the secrets of the Voltium. It finishes in 4 months, so let's get them doing that. This science ship is going up there to get that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can't put an end to this thing. Let's put an end to this war so we can fight a war that I want to fight, where I get something out of it, like a vassal. That's what I really want. I'd love to vassalize these guys, the Sovereign Lechaks. That would be awesome to vassalize them. And fortunately, we won't get a shot to do that. The Obadin Sagrasict Assembly, who are they? They're all by themselves. They're not allied with anybody. Oh, man. They like us. They like us a lot. We'd have to really destroy our reputation with them to go to war with them, which could be done. Obadin. We should probably start on that now if we want to do that then. Harm relations. We're going to tell our envoy now to start harming relations with them. Federation, we have a couple of free people. We can assign an envoy. We're earning 10 XP. I'm going to assign one of our envoys here.
Special project concluded.
Secrets of the Voltaeum. It seems that the Voltaeum may have been correct after all. We have replicated their experiments and come to similar conclusions. There is a moderate chance that we are, in fact, existing within a simulated world. It's a great inside joke. We do not have enough data to hypothesize why someone would create such a thing. Surely no one would create a universe as cruel and cold as this one for simple enjoyment. Thank you, Paradox. The implications of this are profound, and we yield to your discretion as to our next step. Disturbing. Suppress the findings. We gain 150 influence. Or the people have a right to know. We gain 150 influence. We gain 4,000 unity. The public are disturbed by the revelation. Secrets of the Voltaeum modifier is replaced with the deeper secrets of the Voltaeum modifier. Research speed plus 10. Research speed. Computing plus 10. Happiness minus 20. Suppress the findings. Oh, that's great. It's moments that like that when I really like what Paradox has done with this game. I mean, that's kind of funny tongue-in-cheek thing, and it's pretty cool. Reports indicate that the stress of leading the research into the Voltaeum has affected that researcher. They've begun to make incredible leaps of logic that are greatly aiding our research, but have also begun self-medicating as coping mechanism. They now have the maniacal trait and the substance abuser trait. Well, yeah, you kind of would, wouldn't you? Trappist is done, but they could use a couple more of these upgraded for jobs. They don't have enough housing, and there's nothing else I want to replace with the Paradise Dome. Now this is what we could do. We could raise this up for this job and take this and replace it with luxury residence, which will become a Paradise Dome. So that's one way to do that. Yeah, what's going on here? And this is Opoke Roost. Where's our... You guys join forces. You're going to come over here. And then we're going to sell this. How are we doing for secondary resources? We're still in the hole on crystals, but we're doing better, so it's okay. And this is just the way I play the game, but I like to not have to be reliant on buying something from the market. Like, we don't have to buy alloys. We could put even more of a focus right now on the Ecumenopolis and turning all of our minerals into these. But it's been convenient so far to do this, and we have the energy to do it. But buying these is something I don't like to have to do now. I've played games where I bought as many as 40 or 50 per month of crystals, motes, and gases because I had the money, and I just was like, I'm not going to worry about refineries. But my preference is always to make sure that everything up here is white, that we're in the black on everything, and I don't have to rely on the market for anything. And if I do that, I feel like I'm playing a balanced game. You're free to experiment and play it however you want to do it. Playing with whatever method you feel it makes you the most comfortable, for sure. Kasseram Tiat. Leader lifespan minus 20 years because they're medicating. But they're great. They got research speed plus 5. They got computing at 15%. Physics at 15%.
Research concluded.
It's going to be fun to have them for a while anyway. Fleet command limit. Keep doing those until we tap those out. Let's see. Kinetic weapon attack speed. Yeah, I just want to keep getting my fleets up. Well, these guys are going to take that over. We're not going to need our guys to do that, are we? Their army's going to land there before ours can get there. That's okay. And it's a deal. Patron of the Arts, yes. Support, so you have. Time for your patronage is coming to an end, and we want to keep this monthly Unity plus 10%. Very nice. In the cases of these things, I'm just going to be resettling people to the Ecumenopolis. I'm not going to worry about upgrading buildings on that world yet. Oh, and then I lost the leader. Okay, because we went below. I see when we got to 100 to create another leader. Well, you'll grow. Uthan. Uthan has a couple of people we can resettle to the Ecumenopolis. And the Ecumenopolis says, I don't have jobs for everybody. And it's like, oh, really? Let's create some more jobs right there. And why don't you just boost that and that while you're at it? Oh, and do you not have... Oh, you do, right there. Gene clone vats. Clone vats, that's the thing. I needed you to have those. Relic activation available. Let's put them on Vite. Discover, Elegate, Insight. Not concerned with that. Find peaceful applications. Military applications. Reverse engineer arcane technology. Celebrate diversity. Sell to private collectors. Not concerned with any of those, really. Find military applications. What's this going to do? Combat drugs. Oh, wow. Shield damage. Weak point analysis. Actually, never mind. No, yeah, never mind. We don't need those right now. What about peaceful applications? Happiness plus 5. Efficient manufacturing. Pop goods, consumer upgrade. Battery. Pop amenity usage. Management insights. Yeah, never mind. I'm not concerned with any of those right now. What are you doing? Go up there and get that. If you can beat that other guy to the punch, beat him. And you, my friend, what do they have up here? A bunch of stuff. 20. How big are you? 67. Ooh, that could be a tussle. Do we want to send somebody else? Well, we sent this guy back. Want you to... He says, sure, I'll go up here and repair. I'll upgrade. I'll reinforce the fleet. Oh, I know what I want to build. I know what I want to build, because it should be ready right here. Yep. Let's build the Juggernaut. Oh. Did we not delete the one jugs? Yeah, get rid of the auto one. Delete. Okay. Now we can come out and we can build a Juggernaut. That's expensive and it's going to take a long time. It's quite the awesome thing, though, to have. Quite awesome, I say. Consumed a lot of resources to build it. Lots of alloys. Hey! Structure appears to be a gigantic mausoleum or necropolis dating back several million years. There are no obvious signs of previous looters, so the structure may have been left untouched since the chameleon field was erected. The structure's first chamber is accessible, but an impenetrable door blocks any further progress. Large alien glyphs, as yet untranslated, have been carved into the wall above the door. Well, keep digging.
Shipwreck study. Fascinating.
What they got over here? They got, it's about 60,000. Now let's see what they're in their big fleet here. Let's take a look. They got battleships, which have a lot of kinetic, a lot of point defense. They got a mix of shields and armor. They got a lot more armor than they got shields. And their cruisers still have a lot of missiles, and we have a lot of point defense. So it would be a close battle, I would think. Which means I'm not sure I want to rush in there with that ship now. We could take this ship and bring it down here to help. And then that would ensure victory. Trappist. Yeah, so here's Trappist. And now it's the housing situation's less of a problem. See, so it pulled. Here's the problem with my scheme where I upgraded a building first, is that it pulled lower workers up, and then you switch that building over, and it leaves you with 2 specialists. So this is a continental world, but I could solve this problem by moving them to the Ecumenopolis. So there we go. That fixes that problem. Oh, and who died? Envoy died. Okay. Now, how are we doing with the Obadin? Oh, they're already tanking. Great. Okay. Pan-Galactic Prosperity. The Theclac, they're a hive mind. We definitely want to crush them. Where are the Theclac at? Alright, we get to pick our last one here. Yes. Oh no, not our last one. We got one left. Where are the Theclac? Nomad Hegemony. Where? They're right here. These are hive mind. See, we'd like to kill Obadin. We'd like to, because they've got land all in the middle of our land. They've got all their systems right here in the middle of ours. So we want this. I want to go to war with these guys. They're now in an alliance with these guys. They weren't before. That's fine, because these guys are hive mind. I'd like to kill them too. So that'll be all right. And then we'd have all of this. Be all ours. But we got to get out of this war first. I don't want to be embroiled in this mess. I want this to come to an end. So we'll continue to work on that. Habitats. I want to build some more of those pretty soon. Fleet command limit, thank you. Admin capacity. Leader lifespan, fleet command limit. Keep doing that. It's one of the worst vocal crutches there is. Let's see how we're doing up here. The gateway's up here. The mega structure's 217
Research
days.
concluded.
It's Nomad. This is the other one, the Dyson Sphere. It's 467 days. Energy weapon damage. Okay, so the get one caught up is energy weapon speed. There we go. This Trappist.
Research concluded.
Research concluded. Kinetic weapon attack speed. Alright. Kinetic weapon attack damage. This relic world says I don't have any more. This is when it's nice. This planet's completely done. So that's when it's nice to have greater than ourselves. And any extra people just continue to be moved to like ring worlds and things like that, wherever they're really useful. Keep an eye on things up here. Rare crystals, the #1 need. How you doing? You guys are almost down there. Great. What are you doing? You're following him, but he's kind of beating you to it. So our mega structure shipyard is right there. Is I'm busy building it. 94 days. And a resolution passed. Enable council veto power passed. Very nice. And another piece here. The alien glyphs above the door have been translated as follows. I am Zarklan, the guardian of Maztarb, the prophet of Zwa. In a galaxy awash with spite and hatred, I have chosen to seclude myself here. Proceed if ye be worthy. After combing through the first chamber for anything of interest, archaeologists discovered a tiny concealed wall panel. When pressed, the ancient door rolled open. The second chamber can now be accessed. If I remember correctly, that's not a particularly impressive thing that happens there. This habitat. Alright. Crystals are the thing. So, put them on there. Mega structure, shipyard. It needs like 2 more stages maybe before it's done. Mega structure, yeah, frameworks, and now and we need 10,000 of those. Well, guess what? We have money. We can get there. There we go. And that gets it to its next level. Alright. Gentlemen, we have 2 fleets here. Let's go. Let's go raise some hell. Look at that. They're like, hey, we're ready. We've got all our ships here. Hovering around this thing. Oh, look. Here comes your doom. Alpha strikes away. Epilepsy seizure warning. If you have epileptic seizures. Look at this. Wow. It's mayhem. Oh, look at him firing that big laser. I love it when they fire their big laser beams. It's awesome. Boom. Oh, hey. Oh, and all of our edicts just came off. Well, since we're still embroiled in a war and since we still have plenty of this, we're going to turn them back on. Fuel, shield boost, ammunition, explosives, reactive armor, crystal sensors, focusing crystals for energy weapon damage. Okay, and that gives us what we need for those. So we just did that. Gentlemen, we're going to split you up. And roll around over there. And the war is over. The arena, it is nearly time to determine who shall lead the United Information Alliance for the duration of the next term limit. As was previously agreed upon, this will be decided through unarmed, close quarters combat. The leader of each member nation will soon be brought to a large arena on Nomad in the Nomad hegemony, the current leaders of our federation. There, in an event that is to be broadcast across the United Information Alliance, they will face off against each other in a battle of the death, till only one remains. Wow, the battle in the arena will soon begin. I've never seen this, so this is new for me. The Tzidkian Star administration left the coalition of sovereign nations. They're like, you guys suck. You got us in a war and we lost. So they left. And we have won this war. The attackers. The Tzidkian interstellar autocracy is forced to adopt the ethos and government form of the Mirren Alliance of Colonies. Awesome. Executor Sapi Lamassu is forced to abdicate. Tzidkian interstellar autocracy is forced to leave their federation. Oh, that is funny. That's awesome. Okay, gentlemen, return home. And where's that other ship? Yeah, all of you return home. Go home. And the science vessel, you can come home. I'm going to send you back here to Relic. You can assist with the research there. That's awesome. Oh, that's so funny. He's forced to abdicate. Oh my goodness, will that change things? Arena defeat. Overseer Lanu Howell, is that ours? Nomad hegemony. Is ushered into the arena among Nomad, among other individual leaders of the various members nations that constitute the United Information Alliance. No weapons or armor are permitted. Each leader can depend only on their physical prowess and their guile to see them through. Sadly, Lanu Howell does not prove up to the task. Soon after the melee begins, she loses her nerve and attempts to flee the arena in wild panic, much to the derision of the crowds watching from the stands. When she is finally cornered by one of the other leaders, her end is swift and merciless. A sad day. Oh, no. To the victor. With the slaughter in the arena coming to an end, President Glosh has emerged as the sole survivor. The Mirren Alliance of Colonies will lead the United Information Alliance for the next term. Upon leaving the arena, the winner had this to say: "There was no honor in the slaughter. It has been decided." Well, that's unfortunate. That's a bummer. What do we need to get to the next level? Monthly cohesion. Oh, we got to get to Federation level 3 because I want strongest. And it requires centralization to be high or better, so we have to get way up here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Succession challenge type. Arena combat, golden rule, thesis defense. Oh, no, I want thesis defense. Oh, dang. Nabbit. Okay, we can change the vote now. I didn't want combat. Oh, yes, thesis defense. Okay. Election is underway. Let's see if we can choose somebody who's really good. Somebody who's young and good. Oh, old dudes. Okay. We don't want xenophobe ethics attraction. Leader experience gain. He's 77 years old. Or xenophile ethics attraction. Naval capacity. That's kind of nice. What is this? Colony development. We don't have any colonies. Trade value plus 10. He's the youngest one and he has leader experience gain. So I'm going to elect him. Bummer. Single combat. I should have checked that sooner and changed it over to thesis defense. We would have won. Maybe we would have won. I don't know how the game figures that part out. It seemed like it might be kind of random, but... Oh, darn it. Okay, we're not in charge anymore. Ah, I suck. Ruler elected. Debris analyzed. I apologize for all the editing in this video. My allergies are just going crazy, so... We're having to deal with that. Crystals. Yeah, crystals. You can see we're down on those. Again, we can buy more. This isn't a problem. Look, how much money we have, how much we have stockpiled. We can easily just buy a ton of them and not worry about it. But I'm this goofy guy who likes to try to keep things balanced. So, somebody built a gateway. So over here... These folk, destroyers. What's going on over here? Let's take a look at one of their bigger fleets. Let's see what these guys look like. They have a battleship that is pretty even between armor and shields. Has some kinetic, some punch. It's got just everything. They're just a mix. So again, when they're a mix, and he's penetration and armor hull. Great. Okay. I'm not worried about it. I don't see anything there that says I need to focus on something, so we'll just send our ships. Completed upgrade in the partial Dyson sphere.
Research concluded.
Yay! So now we can come back down here and say, hey. We need 10,000. So what we have to do here is sell a little bit, get ourselves back up. Buy that. Buy that. Oh, we can't buy it. Let's see. Can we get enough? Can we sell enough? Because it gets really expensive, you can see. How much more do we need? We need more than we can afford, basically, right now at this very minute. So we'll get there. We'll have to remember to come back to that. That's why I like to continue to get on. Cannot afford to donate now. That's why I like to get the Ecumenopolis more rolling than what it is right this second. Fleet command limit. Keep doing that. Kinetic weapon attack speed. So, unemployment in places. These guys have unemployment. We can fix that by upping research or food. Ecumenopolis has somebody unemployed. Oh, that's not right. We'll build a couple more foundry archaeologies then. Because there's going to be people automatically going over there.
Shipwreck study. Fascinating.
In a while. Oh, that can be upgraded. Give them some more jobs. Upgrade that. The Relic planet, yeah, it's got extras, so the best thing to do there is resettle them to the Ecumenopolis. Okay, so rising unemployment on Vite. Increased benefits. This is something I haven't seen in a while. And that's because I've been not paying attention because I haven't scrolled down here. So it causes you to increase the pop consumer goods benefit so that they are happy enough with that. We need to get administrative office, upgrade this, add more jobs. There's plenty of food to be done here. And in fact, let's put some of those to the very top. Let's get those jobs done. That's what I like about Tiny Outliners. It allows you to see your more of your empire, and you don't run into this accidental problem here where you kind of get behind. Tirsona, same thing. They're like, hey, we need jobs. Oh, sorry, I've been neglecting you. Do they have any special resources that we can plant on this planet? No, but they do have this. Energy grid. And then go research. Research. Upgrade that. Let's finish out. They're going to have more than enough housing, which will be nice. Oh. And then we're out of minerals because we've sold some.
Research concluded.
Alright. Energy weapon damage is at 8,000. 8,000 and shields are at 75. Let's do that. Keep all those guys roughly together. This world, what's it missing? It's missing an autochthon monument. And it's missing a stronghold. Stronghold. Bureaucracy. Let's do this. Cities. There we go. Zimpok. Basically saying the same thing. And they've got room here to add more. So we can either go... Well, we should probably do minerals. Then we'll add some more city to them. Physics research. Yeah, so this has to be a research place. So let's get some research down. Upgrade that. It keeps making that noise because we can't sell what we're asking it to sell because we're going below the number, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. Alright. So let's go see we're over. Now we can start our... Get this partial Dyson sphere. Look at that. These are the last panels we have to install. Its production right now is 1,700 energy credits, which is wonderful. Which is why you should, once you get to this stage, you shouldn't worry about doing what I'm doing, which is trying to make sure you're in the black on all of these. You can't just buy it because now you got a Dyson sphere, and it's like just buy it. But I like to do this. This is my little nerdy way of dealing with things, is trying to keep everything in the black. Habc says, I have room for somebody in gray. I have room for you. Crystals. Who died? Envoy. An envoy died. Okay, and how are we doing with the Obadin? They still like us. We can make them hate us quite a bit faster here. But these guys are... I'm waiting for my ships to get home and get repaired. So, not in a hurry. Not in a hurry. Oh, but I would like to do this. Let's see. Where's their construction ship? Build mining. Build research. This science ship. What are you doing? You're done. There's nothing else over there. Okay, come home. Come home to Meng and assist with research there. This other science ship can come. Like, is there any research here at Kiram? There's not, but I want you to go there. you don't have a leader either, so you're not doing anything too interesting yet. Where's that other archaeological dig site? Track on map. Go to. Where's it at? It's right there at that system. You're assisting research. Oh, well, don't assist research there. Excavate that site. This one says, the second chamber is unremarkable. Aside from another set of alien glyphs above a door, a closed door, they read, petty kings issued edicts in my name. Empires waged war in my honor. Fools sang my praises. I would have none of it. No secret wall panels have been found that would provide access to the third chamber. I think this is probably some bamboozler. How do we feel about the rest of this? What's going on down here? This is the Juggernaut Trade Commission. The only way really in through there is through there. Is over here in this cluster, so I'm not concerned about building another gateway anywhere anytime soon. I just want to get my fleets. Okay, what's this? That starbase is a bastion, yes, and we need to keep improving it. Defense grid supercomputer upgrade. Because it's gonna hold off the fallen empire here. Yeah, we need to get that. So what about some of these other ones? What is this? What station is this? What is that there for? Downgrade that. We don't need that. Excuse me. Yes, you need to go to there. And you're going where? Don't go all the way to the homeworld. Go to there. I got a bunch of habitats up here I can colonize. And our empire sprawl is such that we can finally probably start to allow it. So we should think about doing that. I might want to split this and use these minerals as well to provide more jobs, because these refineries aren't going to provide enough jobs on their own. What is this? A migration treaty proposal between the Tz'Kian Star Administration? Okay. I mean, you guys have hated us for a long time, but now you like us. Oh, okay. So it's just these guys. We're going to go after these guys, though. I want to go after the Thekklak, but we're going to... And I want this. You guys... The Obadan, grab this in between. It's not cool. This is mine. Federation invitation. The Tz'Kian Star Administration has joined the United Information Alliance. Okay, so now they're part of our alliance? Tz'Kian Star Administration. Oh, hot dog. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard as members. Our cohesion is not great, but hey, we can probably assign another free envoy to increase our cohesion here. Rivalry. The Obadan Sacrosanct has declared the sovereign Lechak's domains their rivalry. And now they don't like us, and they're peaceful traders. The Jagalawa Trade Commission is also part of this pan-galactic sphere. And so is the Thekklak. So the Jagalawa, who are over here. Okay, I see. Well, in that case, I don't want to lose Trappist. So I'm going to upgrade Trappist. This is... I'm going to send you down to Trappist Station.
Research concluded.
Research concluded. Kinetic weapon attack speed, armor, hit points. We'll grab that. Starbase capacity, administration capacity, food from jobs. We're back to being okay with food. Let's grab. We're going to keep grabbing admin capacity, but let's do some of this leader lifespan stuff. Which reminds me, we haven't checked out our species in a long time. How are we doing with these guys? Do we have anybody who's in the negative? Yes, we do. These guys have some negative traits. So let's create a template for you. Let's lose that and that. Robust. What is this? Fertile. Pop growth speed. Pop housing usage. Wow, that costs 4. There. Defense, army damage. Oh yeah, get rid of that. I don't care about that. And army damage. I don't care about that. Governing ethics subtraction though is nice. So yeah, some of these other ones are really nice. Habitability, resources from jobs, leader lifespan. I like this pop growth speed and pop growth housing usage. So that cost 4. Still have 5 picks left to do. Where is this guy? Empire Sprawl from Pops. Amenities from jobs. Pop consumer upkeep. That's always a good one to grab. Let's see. Can't nerve stapled. Resources from jobs 5%. Cannot generate leaders. Cannot be employed or oh wow. Not affected by happiness. Interesting. Food from livestock. Pop growth from immigration. So if I take that and then I grab this other one that I like. Pop growth. Pop consumer goods upkeep. We do that. Yeah, we're going to create that template. We're going to apply that sucker.
Situation log update.
That'll take 1 month to do. Jagalwa. What about you guys? If I modify this template because you got another pick. So pop consumer upgrade for you or governing ethics. It's got to be a single one. Let's do this. We can create that template from you. We're going to apply that to all the
Situation log update.
Jagalwas in our empire. This planet says, hey, I got an unemployed pop here. We're going to do that. We're going to finish your cities. We're going to upgrade this. And we're going to say consumer goods, baby. Civilian industries, you don't have anything special, do you? No special refineries for you. Relic World, we'll move you guys off here in a little bit. This, we said we were going to put research on. Oh, and they can have crystal mines. They can have 2 of them. Well, we're going to put that on first before we do anything else. We're definitely going to make use of that. And then we're going to build out ahead of time here. Yes, and this gets us our last one here. And this gets us our last perk point. So, perk point. Colossus Project is, of course, very awesome. Galactic Contender is diplomatic weight is +20. Damage to fallen empires. Damage to awakened empires. Damage. That's kind of nice. See, some of these are really weak. Edict capacity +2. Really? You think that's worth a perk? I don't think so. So, Transcendence requires mind over matter. These are the psionic tree ones. Xenocompatibility. Immigration pull. You have to be some degree of xenophile. Granting +20% bonus to pop speed. Synthetic evolution and the flesh of weak are the 2 cybernetic ones for that tree. Voidborn gives you habitat habitability, and habitats owned by our empire have 2 additional building slots. So this is great for vassal subject integration. Influence cost -50%. But I still don't think it's right. I think the thing to do is get the Colossus projects. Yes. Issues.
Situation log updated.
And now the cool thing is we'll be able to start making use of these other edicts over here. We're lacking, but we're going to be able to start turning these on, and they're very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. How are we doing with the shipyard? 218 days. Okay. So, what is this? Subject integration began. The Mirren Alliance of Colonies started to integrate the Union of Marnham. That's great for them. So, Trappist. What I'd like to do is build a gateway over here. Right there. Not a habitat. Go up to the top. Where's the gateway at? Gateway construction site. Right there. And if you're wondering why I'm building it right in that spot where I am, it's because enemies are going to come through this gate right here. And when I'm traveling from another area of my galaxy to here through the gateway, I want to be as close to their arrival as possible. So that's why I build gateways where I do. When you see me build gateways, is because I'm building them towards the most hostile point, which is this here. I expect enemies to come through here, and I'm going to be coming from a gateway, and I want to land as close to them as possible and immediately put the hurt on them. So that's my thought process. Now somebody else can say, I disagree with that, and that's totally valid. You can always disagree on stuff like that. This one also, I need to build a gateway way up here, and probably the best place to build it is at Ozone X. So, build it right there. Because we don't have this as a choke point. And the Mirren Alliance of Colonies is part of our system. So, part of our federation. And here comes another archaeological site. More remains. This is on the other one, fossilized remains. Archaeologists have unearthed more and more fossilized remains in the valley, and the count is up to 26 distinct sapient species, none of them native to Sozuno. 4. Those fossils have been sufficiently preserved to determine the cause of death. All point towards physical trauma inflicted by blades, spears, and arrows. It sounds a little bit like not too long ago when we were determining the leader of our federation. Maybe they had an arena. Not a single specimen appears to have been felled by the equivalent of modern projectile or energy weapons. The ruins of this small structure of some sort have been found near the entrance to the valley. It appears to originate from the same time period as the fossils. Perhaps it will shed some light on things. Perhaps it will. In the meantime, these guys are getting very close. Okay, they're right there. What we want to do, yes, is upgrade them. And we want to get all of the ships. And these fleets, we're now up to 230, and that's probably as max as we're going to get, because I think the only way you can get up to 260 is with some reforming of your government. I think with some modifiers here, with civics or something. And so we'll build the rest of our fleets out. We'll make them as big as possible. And then we'll go after these bozos. That'll be what we'll do on the next episode. So this construction project is concluded. It's great. We're going to build a bastion here. In fact, build that first. Because these guys are coming around and they're going to park their butt right there. They're going to park their butt at the Trappist system. That's where I want. It's Trappist Starbase. Assign the base. That's going to be your home. Over here, what do we have? This is all of that stuff. Okay. You're not going to have a shipyard nearby, so. And the third chamber. After a long and tiring search, a secret lever under the floor was found, which provided access to the fourth chamber. As before, alien glyphs adorn the wall. Above, yet another door. Those who wish to parley with Zarklan must first find their way. There is, in each chamber, a hidden key that must be turned to proceed. Purpose of these challenges will soon be revealed. That you are a complete tool, really.
Construction project concluded.
Alright, I would like you to assist with research here on the relic world. Oh, requires a scientist. Well, I want you to go there then. I'm gonna get you a scientist. Yes, the Mega Shipyard. Excellent. So come over here and assist. Hire this person. Come over here. Assist with this research. We're going to go check out the Mega Shipyard. It's right here at the Cowrie system. This is what it looks like now. Very nice. Mega Shipyard. And now if we want to get it fully upgraded, we have to wait because we just spent a whole bunch of alloys and stuff. We can buy some, but it won't take us long to get up there, so I'm not too concerned. You can see it now has Shipyard Q. You can build a bunch of stuff. It's got 10 shipyards on it, so it is an awesome piece of work, but it's not done yet. Okay, what are you doing right there? Oh, you finished doing those things. Okay, go over here to Vite. You folk, you're getting upgraded. So we can go in here and we can say, hey, Their limit is 180 out of 230 now. What would we like? Well, we'd like more battleships. Paradox, you need to move this button a little bit, please. Battleship.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Let's go like that. I'm going to grab you a couple more corvettes. I'm going to say, reinforce the fleet. These guys, same sort of deal here. Let's see what they got. They got 176 out of 230. So let's do that. Get some up there. What do they have? They have 48 corvettes. Let's give them that battleship. A couple more of those guys. We're low on alloys, which is why nobody's able to really make a lot of progress on that right now this second, but they'll get there. Admin capacity, starbase capacity, I'd like to have that. We got to start getting my army damage up. What are you guys doing right there? You're sitting way over there? Oh, no. Come over here. We're going to need you. This bastion. Good. We need alloys. We need lots of alloys. So where are we at with this? This is Astral Studies Network. Okay. I'm at about the point where I really want to kick greater than ourselves in. And now what happened? We're embroiled in a war that I don't want to be involved in. The Ghost Wahini Star League declared war on the new Narconate. And so because he's in charge of our federation, the Ghost Wahini... Oh no, the Mirren Alliance of Colonies. And how did they manage to do that? So now the United Information Alliance is in the... Oh, great. So now we're involved in that war. So the Khanate down here. Well, all my plans to go to war over here have been thwarted. Well, that's okay then. We'll make do. We may not even have to go to war over here. We may not have to send any of our people, because it's out of the way, and they may be able to handle it by themselves. So we might go just to help them make it go faster. So. It's quite the place to end the episode right there. They declared war. Punks. I was planning something. Order restored on Ozone X. Well, that's nice. So let's go take a look at that, actually. Ozone X. These planets. See? They purged everybody. So you just got to go in here and demolish all this stuff. They finally got done purging all of those robots. The determined exterminators. I like that we had them relatively close by early on, and that we were able to take them out. Sometimes they'll be even closer, and sometimes they'll be more challenging than these guys were. But okay, so what do we have here? Let's replace that with something a little more appropriate, like clone vats and robots. So let's get you guys some robot assembly plants. And then same thing with Ozone X over. Good job, you, with the crime fighting. Good job. Excellent job. I appreciate your work here. It took a long time to purge those suckers, but we did it. So I kind of wish there was an option in the configuration option so that when people got purged, it would just automatically change those, but it would automatically delete them. Robot assembly plants for you. And let's make sure everybody gets a migration poll here. Immigration poll. Now, Nanex, same situation. This is going to be the end of this episode as we take care of all of this. But really like the way things have turned out in this tutorial series. I feel like things have gone really well. I feel like I've been able to show you all a lot of... Hopefully you're getting a new nugget every time you watch the game. You're like, oh, I just learned something else. I think that's when these sorts of video series are helpful. Everything from keyboard shortcuts to how to make the UI go away to how to manage your empire. Because I want all of you newbies to have fun playing this game. I've had a great amount of pleasure playing it over the years. We're going to replace all of this. We're going to give them robot assembly yards. We're going to replace that one with clone vats. We're going to replace this with commercial zones. And we'll replace this with a fortress stronghold. We're going to want to redo some of this so they get more districts for housing. Right now they have a bunch of housing, and I'm not sure where they're getting it all from. It's mostly from the districts, it looks like, but they're going to need more than that. So there we go. Those worlds are kind of taken care of for a while. Fantastic. I'm very happy about this. This is quite a bit different than the beginning of the game. Quite a bit different than the beginning of this episode. All of a sudden the Tazikians like us. It lost that war, and that's what happened. So this is pretty fantastic. These guys have jump drives now. I will end up showing those off at some point in time during the next war. It's very cool. It allows you to jump straight from a system here to a system there without having to go all the way around. You have to be relatively close. You have to be like in an area about like this. But in order for the jump drive to work, every single ship in your fleet has to have a jump drive. So that's the caveat. Council election is imminent. Great. Well, we'll deal with that next time too. We're going to be the top dog. We're going to want to get greater than ourselves. I think I'm going to turn into a emergency resolution and make sure it's the next thing that goes up. We'll get that enacted, and then we'll start reducing the council size down from 2 and then 1, and we will become the Senate. Thank you for watching, everybody that's been watching the series. You're fantastic. I love seeing all the comments. As usual, if you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Think about supporting my Patreon. It's listed down below. If everybody even gave me 50 cents a month, if all my subscribers gave me 50 cents a month, I could quit my job and just make videos. It'd be a lot of fun. And as always, if you have a question or comment and need to use a timestamp, please feel free to do that. That helps me. Then I can remember what I was talking about. I can click on the video, go to the timestamp, and be like, oh yeah, they're talking about that particular subject, that topic, that ship, that enemy, that war, whatever. I do appreciate all the comments and the interaction. It makes it a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.